Yo, yo, this is DJ Monsky right here, Not Your Average Radio. And I got the big homie. You know what? I'll let him tell you who it is, man. Hey, let him know who's on the mic, homie.
Hey, what's up? It's K.A. Kevin Anthony, the hottest up-and-coming pop artist right now. I'm Not Your Average Radio with DJ Monsky. What's up?
Yeah, man. You heard him say it, man. It's the big homie Kevin Anthony in the house. Man, first off, before we start this interview, man, I just want to give you fucking special thanks, man, for making time out of your busy schedule to do this interview with Not Your Average Radio and myself, man. I really appreciate it.
No, not a problem. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Like, I love talking to DJs, and I just love talking to people, so I appreciate you bringing me on board.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. It's definitely my pleasure on that one. So, the little interview that we want to do, ask you a few questions, and we want to learn a little bit more about Kevin Anthony. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool with me.
That's right, man. All right. So I always want to know, like how people get started in this. Like, what made you pick music as your, as the love of your life? That you're gonna focus on music. How did this start?
You just gotta have the drive. Like I always had it in me to do this music thing. And I was always writing hooks and verses and being able to be catchy with it. So, and it was like my way of expressing myself. So I just made music, and it just came together for me. Like there's other things I could have probably been doing, like boxing and other things that, don't let that shy away from the fact that I don't do boxing, because I did boxing and I went to college. But music, it was just a thing that I felt that I was most close with and I valued the most.
All right. I see how it is. And yeah, that's good. That's definitely cool. Like you experienced, a lot of things, and you're like, so that even makes it even stronger that that music is what you want to do. You tried boxing, you tried this, you tried that, but music is where like your heart really was. So that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
So how long ago, like how old were you when you started, like when you're like, hey, this is what I want to do. I want to do music.
I've always, probably my teen years. I think a lot of artists start off knowing when they really want things in their teen years, like 16, 17. It just took me forever to figure out, what kind of beat selection to pick and what type of singer I wanted to be and who I am and really just figure out the market and figure out what I have to do. It just takes a while to build who you are musically. So
right, I understand that. That's cool. I'm excited, man. I really am. To me, you're like I was telling the people at work. I was like, man, I'm gonna be interviewing the underground Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. Everybody says that. They're like, oh, it's JB or something. Justin Bieber. I don't care, man. Like, people. I know people that take offense to that, but me personally, to be recognized as Justin Timberlake or Justin Bieber, man, to me that really doesn't bother me, because I aspire to be, something like that. Like the guy is, an icon in this generation, and just racking up serious numbers on the billboards and whatnot. I think every artist that takes themselves seriously just wants to strive for that. I mean, I want to make my own lane for myself, but I want the notoriety as well.
Right. I don't mean that you sound like Justin Timberlake or you have his style. It's just that's the closest thing I could compare what I think of you as in the underground world. You know what I mean? Like Justin Timberlake. Like I don't think you're like him. That's like the best thing I could describe you as. So
right.
So that's all. So so you've been doing this in your teen years. How many albums or mixtapes have you came out with? How many songs do you have?
I mean, I wasn't always doing pop music. I started doing like gospel rap with a trio, and then that kind of, we had some minor success, and due to personal clashes, everybody kind of just went their own way, and I went through like a rap phase where I wanted to rap, and then I just, I realized that's just not my calling, man. You can't do what you were made to do, so I picked up some pop. I looked up some pop beats and I started ripping things from YouTube, and I just started having fun with it and doing it. And I dropped 2 mixtapes, and they did pretty good. They got me out there a lot, and a lot of people liked them. And then now I'm not really so more focused on the mixtape, but I'm focused more on just dropping singles.
Right. Okay.
So
that's cool. The last one that you just dropped was Pump Fake.
Yeah, that was my last single that I dropped.
All right.
Yep, that's the newest one. We're always working, man. I mean, I'll have more throughout the year, but right now, I'm pushing Pump Fake, and I want everybody to check it out. And like I said, I'm just a new caliber of artist. I don't feel like there's any other pop artist out there like me right now. I'm just good at what I do, and yeah, I mean, I know where I'm at right now, and I know what's waiting for me in the future, and I'm excited.
Man, that's dope. That's dope. And I'll be honest with you, man. Not just because you're here on the interview with me, I see it in you as well. I'll be 100% honest with you. I think that you have a future in what you're doing, man. So just keep that shit up. That's real talk.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, bro. You know, I haven't met too many people, industry professionals, that have told me that I don't have what it takes. You know, like every person I came across, they said, you got what it takes, you just need some cultivation, you know what I mean? When I was speaking to somebody in the industry, they told me stars aren't born, they're created. Every artist that we know as of right now that's hot on, that's up and coming, was created. They weren't born like that. So, I mean, I know I still, you know, need some things worked out, but for the most part, man, I'm a diamond in the rough, and people realize that, my fans realize that, my team realizes that, and everybody that listens to me, I know that, you know, I know they're gonna rock with me.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. You're absolutely right. You know, and again, I see it that you're working, that you're grinding, you know, you're doing your music thing. I checked out the interview you did with the other radio show.
Yeah.
You know, so you're doing your thing. And today, you know, we finally, we've been trying to do an interview for a while now. It's like our schedules, you know, you're on the East Coast, I'm on the West Coast. You work, I work. So, you know, I'm really interested, man. Like, I know you told me, you know, you work Saturdays and you do all this stuff. Like, you know, what's your work schedule like? How much do you work, and where do you find time to do your music?
I work about 9 hours a day. I only get one day off during the week and Sunday, so that's about it. I get time to do music, man, when I come home from work. Like right now, I get a little bit more free time just because I'm not in school. Like once school kicks in, you know, then you got work schedule, and then you got school schedule. And I want to do other things, like go to Atlanta this year, and I'm supposed to go out to Texas and do some work out in Texas, and you just find time. I mean, personally, I'm not one of those artists that locks myself in a dungeon, and it takes, you know, a day or 3 days to make a song. Generally, man, when I listen to a beat, it's a yay or nay. I like it, cool. Something comes to me instantly that I want to talk about, and then we just flow from there. And I might finish like a hook and a verse, you know, maybe like within an hour, and then I let it go, because, you know, by that time it's time for me to do something else, and I come back to it later and add on to it, you know, and in about a week or two you realize the song's done and it's time to record it. So
Cool, man. That's what's up. And I just learned something new. You're going to school too? God damn.
Yeah, in the fall term is that's my last semester for college. Kinda, not kinda, because I want to go back for a different degree now. So that's a lot of things. A lot of artists won't tell you, man. They go to college and whatnot.
Man, that's crazy shit. That's dope. All right, cool. So we learned some stuff about the homie Kevin Anthony right here. He's grinding, he's working, he goes to school during school season. Obviously, we're in the summer right now. And he just stays really busy. That's dope, man. So what do you have looking forward in the future? I know you just dropped that Pump Fake right now. What other music songs or albums, mixtapes? What do you got, man?
I got songs in the storage bin. Basically, how we do this is when I release a song, I already have something already coming. So when I drop Pump Fake, I already had something. When I drop All I Want, I already had Pump Fake. So we just planned it out when we drop Pump Fake. When we drop Pump Fake, I have something already waiting to record to drop later. And then by the time I record that, I will have something else. And so this is how we do it. So basically, Pump Fake, I'm kind of in the middle. I want to do a video for it, but then I don't. So I may or may not do a video for it. I do want to do a video for the next track. Next track I don't have a title for it yet, but I know Willie Green will be on the remix version. Willie Green, for those who don't know, was on my All I Want remix, and he's in the video for All I Want. He has a verse in there, so he's my engineer, and I love the way he raps. So we'll make another video and put another track out, and that's kind of what I do, man. I just put songs out, trying to put the visuals to them, and let people know who I am and what I'm doing and whatnot.
Okay, cool, man. Would you ever consider collabing like with a rapper? You kind of sing the hook, or you have your verse, and then you have the contrast would be like a rapper.
Depends if I like the rapper or not. Half the time I rap better than these rappers, and I'm a pop singer. You know what I mean? So.
Man, we got to hear that one time. We got to do a special track with Kevin Anthony rapping on that. We got to hear that shit.
Yeah, you won't hear that. You won't hear that for a while. My engineer doesn't want me rapping, but. Yeah.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Glad that we're getting to know Kevin Anthony a little bit more, man. This is pretty dope. I'm definitely enjoying this interview, man. Do you have anybody you want to work with, or you just want to continue doing Kevin Anthony and just building yourself?
I mean, do I want to work with people? Yeah, I want to work with, like, people like, I know it sounds corny, but I probably want to work with Justin Bieber. I want to work with John Hart. He's really putting the West Coast on right now. And I want to work with different producers. Jazzy Faye is a great producer. I like him. I like Sean Kingston's producer. I would want to work with Sean Kingston as well. I mean, there's just, people that I want to work with and different rappers that I want to work with. But, I want to work with them and then I kind of don't because, at this point, I want to work with the people that I got around me, and I always feel like, basically how I feel is if these people haven't seen me yet and they're not working with me, then I don't want to work with them. You know what I mean? I can do what I want to do with my own self and with the people around me. I mean, I got Willie to rap. I don't need somebody else jumping on the track when I got Willie to. You know what I mean? The only reason people do featuring is to crisscross their market. Like, let's say Willie's got his fan base and he does a song with me. He's really making a song with me to get my fans, and I'm making a song with him to get to his fans. I mean, just to cross fans over.
Right. That's dope, man. I definitely understand that. When people ask me who I want to work with, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
That's out there. No, I'm not saying if Sean Kingston or somebody came to my door and was like, or Ty Dolla $ign came and said, yo, I want to work with you. I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna take that. You know what I mean? But yeah. I know that a lot of these things come with a fee, and I don't want to pay a fee. You know what I mean? Not right now, anyway. So
put it this way: if Ty Dolla $ign comes to you and says, "Hey, I want to work with you," then most likely there wouldn't be a fee, right? He's the one that hit you up. It's like me saying, "Hey, Kevin Anthony, I want you to do an interview on my radio station." That's me asking you for a favor, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I'll do it." Yeah. And I'm like, "But you gotta pay me."
You'd be surprised, bro.
Huh?
You'd be surprised. How that works. Oh yeah, hey man, I want to work with you, but I still need to get paid. Can you talk to me a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Or can I get money? Can I get money off the royalties? Things like that.
I don't know, man. I guess I have a different set of mind. I think especially if you're working with someone that like, for example, Ty Dolla $ign or somebody that's already like quote unquote made it, that experience by working with them, it should be enough. Or like you say, crossing the your guys' fans or your fan base, I think that's more important than $20, $25, $100 or $1,000, whatever, than you're gonna make just on that track. Because once you get more fans, that's going to help you in the future. That's just the way I see it. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm not saying that that's what they do. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because, I'm not super in the industry. You know what I mean? I'm not talking to Sony executive producers every day. But, I mean, I've spoken to good managers, and I've spoken, and I have a gist of how some things work. I have a ground foundation, quote unquote.
Right.
And everybody wants to get paid. And when you listen to certain interviews of people doing features of people, sometimes they give little details on how the deal went with getting someone featured and things like that, and you just kind of pick up on it and see how the industry works. Nobody really does a featuring and really doesn't get paid from it. I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh yeah, especially when you're in the industry. You know what I mean? Us that trying to come up, it's more of a favor for a favor. Once you're in the hierarchy, then it's like, hey, you pay me.
You swap a verse for a verse. Things like that. Like, I'll put a verse on your song, you put a verse on my song, or, you pay me and I'll pay you, or, okay, don't pay me up front, but I'll sign this contract, and basically you'll get X percentage of royalties and things like that,
Yeah, man, that's what's up. You have anything else that you want to say on your interview, to tell the people listening out there?
Yeah, everybody support the new up-and-coming artists. I don't want to say, I know I say I'm a pop artist, but I don't want people to put me in that box of pop artist. I mean, I'm different, bro. Like, I'm not your typical painted up, caked up industry pop artist. I'm me. I'm real. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the gutter. And I got some stories to tell. I got feelings and emotions to tell. My music may not be the hardest and the roughest, but it all has an underlying meaning that when it gets broken down to, you'll end up saying, okay, dang, like that, that was real. That was real what he just said. Just check me out, www.officialkevinanthony.com. Talk to me, man. I love talking to new people. I love people that love my music and whatnot. If you don't like my music, man, just talk to somebody that might like the music. You feel me? I want to give a shout out to DJ Monster for letting me have an opportunity to be on Not Your Average Radio. I want to give a shout out to Taylor Brown. Get her on Twitter at Taylor Brown 180. And a shout out to my manager Yolanda Hernandez I love these people to death. They do the most for me. I think we have some things coming up. Like I said, I'm trying to go to Atlanta this year. Spoke to my PR, and they said we might be doing some traveling, some meet and greets. So we have a lot of cool things. I was on my song All I Want was on a radio station, and it went from number 18 to number 15, and then from 15 today it went to number 13. So we're grinding. DJ, we're grinding, we're moving, and I just want to hear from people.
Dope, man. Well, congratulations on that shit right there, man. And moving up, that's dope shit, man. That's good.
Yeah, definitely. So everybody check me out, officialkevinanthony.com. Find me. And we're always moving, man. We're always grinding, and I'm gonna keep coming out with new songs, and not every song is gonna be the same topic. Because my engineer is like, we're gonna make songs that aren't talking about girls. And I've been meaning to make some songs that really touch on life and who I am, and maybe open up a little bit more. So that's sure to come. I'm just down to make good music, catchy music that you feel, and at the same time makes you feel good.
Man, it's dope, man. It sounds good, man. The tracks that I have from you, I'm already feeling it, man. Definitely looking forward to that new music coming up, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to my engineer, Willie Green, day one. The homie's he's really been helping me out, and just they got a new video out right now, Low, UMG, go check it out, Willie Green, YouTube check out the video Union, check out my video, Willie Green, All I Want, download it, it's on my website, my songs are downloadable for free, because I always feel like I make music for the people, and if the people love it, then let the people have it, so.
Cool, man, there you go.